motherland to relax and rejuvenate? Are you ready to explore all that Africa has to offer? Then check out the brand new Diversified Game Academy course, Prepare for My First Trip to Africa. Are you worried about being able to afford the trip? We got you. We will show you how to travel either on a budget or as a baller. Learn how to stress the value of the USD. Did you know that 100 United States dollars is worth over 1,000 South African rand or 10,000 Kenyan shillings or 54,250 West African CFA? Are you worried about taking your kids? Get the game from Kellen Cash, a bona fide world traveler, having traveled to almost 20 countries, several of those in Africa. Get the game on taking your kids on their first trips. Learn how to find the best tickets, get the visas, and plan your own adventures in Africa. Don't let Eddie Murphy have all the fun. Plan your own coming to Africa trip starring you, produced by you, and featuring you. If you are ready for a life-changing experience, sign up for our course today, Diversified Game Academy. Get prepared and purchase at diversifiedgame.com.
Finding the right real estate professional can be challenging. I'm broker Melissa Wilson. I'm knowledgeable in all aspects of the real estate process. So whether you're looking to buy new or an existing home or have a commercial need, I'm here to help.
Make sure you pick up my two books that's in Amazon right now. The first one is Passive Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy. And I talk about in that particular book how the system of white supremacy really runs on our daily lives here in America. In our latest book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, we go through those steps to try to deprogram you from the system of white supremacy. Make sure you can pick up those books on Amazon.com.
Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
At African Diaspora News Channel, we cover stories that don't receive mainstream attention, and we serve as the voice to the global Black community. We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media, connecting the African diaspora one story at a time.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are here. It is November the 7th, Thursday. Man, this year is passing by fast, ladies and gentlemen. It's passing by so fast. Veronica, you said after the live stream you going to bed. Veronica, that turning in early is a good thing, Veronica. Turning in early is a good thing. That I see you saying down there. You know, I prioritize my sleep at this stage in the game. I remember, boy, a few years ago, I used to be staying up 2-3 hours, only sleeping 2-3 hours a day. For a while, I was doing that. And I'm like, now when I realized, I said, nope, can't do that no more. I need to prioritize my sleep. So there you go. Oh, okay. Shoot, you say you caught a mouse. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, nothing like that can get in my house because my dog will be on it like quick. She would be on that. She like a cat. She got to catch everything outside, whatever. But I appreciate everybody joining us. Hope everybody doing good. We're going to talk about some more of the fallout from the election with the Democrats. I seen something funny today. Your girl, super mayor, she was up here congratulating Trump. I don't know if y'all saw that or not. I was gonna cover that a little bit more extensively on the other channel, but y'all, hold on, let me cue this up. Y'all got to see your girl. Hold on. I got to show y'all before we get started. Your girl, and I know why she's doing this too. Give me a second. Let me cue your girl up. Hold on. Let me find it real quick.
There she go. Well, watch it, girl, real quick. Hold on, let me put it up on the screen.
So yes, Trump did win, and congratulations again. This is me saying it publicly to our new president of the United States. Just like Trump, I'm gonna come in on a landslide on both seats. Know that. Remember this moment when I landslide, they come in for the victory like I always do.
Now, the funny part was when she was endorsing Kamala. But now she all talking about Trump. The killing part about it, if you go to her Facebook page, let me show y'all her Facebook page. Let me pull that up. This lady is so funny to me. Hold on, let me go to her Facebook page. I know what she's doing. I know exactly what she's doing. Hold on, let me type in her name on here and find her before we get started here. Y'all favorite mayor out here. Let's see, where's her Facebook? Let me see. Hold on. That's her Facebook, right? I think that's her Facebook. I'll pull it up. Give me a second. Let me see. Is this it? No. Tiffany for mayor. No. What's that other one? Hold on. Give me a second. That's not the one. That's not the one I'm looking for. Hold on. I got it. Oh, here we go. This is right here. Let me go down here. There we go. And let me share my screen real quick so y'all can see y'all favorite super mayor. And tell me what y'all think she's doing. It's right here. Congratulations, President Trump. You are now the 47th president. You made history by coming back and winning the president of the United States. What a big comeback. Now let's work together. Super mayor want to work with Trump. He said, all my supporters, let's work together and put differences aside. Trump is now our president. Hold on, what'd she say? And we must find common ground to reach across the aisle and focus on the next steps. President Trump, as a supervisor of Thornton Township and Mayor Dalton, I would like to sit down with you and talk about helping the people throughout Thornton Township. I have a lot of great ideas and believe we can work together for the greater good. With that being said, let's make America great again. The super mayor want to make America great again. He said, I also sent you a message. Check your inbox. Oh, man, this lady is funny, man. This lady is funny. The super mayor, you look, Lisa figured it out. Yeah. Super mayor want a pardon. She said, look, Trump getting in there. Maybe Trump will stop these charges, you know what I'm saying? Puffy gonna be trying to holler at Trump. Eric Adams gonna be trying to holler at Trump. Everybody gonna be trying to holler at Trump. Hey, Trump, go ahead. Can you stop this prosecution on me? Because I was thinking about Diddy the other day. I said, I wonder if Diddy gonna try to see if he can send a message to Trump. Say, hey, man, look, go, you can get me out of here. Come on, man. We cool. Your super mayor is funny, man. That lady don't skip a beat, boy. She is funny. Trump might well put her in his administration. Shoot, that'd be a big mouth to have in there, right? But you say Diddy would get a pardon before Tiffany? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Because your boy Trump, he's gonna be on one when he get in office. So but while we laughing at her. Let's go ahead. Because we haven't queued her up this week at all. So let's go ahead and queue her up since did we queue her up this week? I think we did. We already talked about it. So let's go ahead on and kind of just get started. We already laughed at her today. That's cool. I got some videos for y'all. And before I start that video, hold on. A lot of these people, a lot of Democrat shills. So they are pretty upset. And a lot of them is having a come to Jesus moment about only doing things for black people. And when I started seeing this overall theme, I'm like, wow, okay. Y'all finally getting it? I want you to look at what I put up on the screen here. Your boy, Uncle Luke. Let's see if I can go down there and get him. Look what Uncle Luke said. New rule. No more saying black and brown people. It's just black, okay? They just gave us the finger. Now, wait a minute. That don't sound like a Democrat mantra. Y'all supposed to be black and brown, black and Asian, black and LGBT. That's the coalition for the Democrat Party. What's going on? You mean to tell me after this election y'all not working together no more? That's an issue. That's a problem, right? So now Luke don't want to be in the coalition anymore, ladies and gentlemen, and we forgot. Yes, we started already. So he don't want to be in the coalition now. No black and brown, just black. Let me tell you something else I saw. This is from the local media because they said, well, black men didn't really vote too much for Trump. They voted like 12%. You need to look at it state by state. This is locally in Houston when I'm about to show y'all about black men too. Right? Because some of them still demonizing black men. Check this out. Now it won't be long.
Even here, when we look at how black men in Texas voted, Trump was able to get about a third of their vote. Now, take a look at these graphs that show how these numbers fell back in 2020 among these demographics to how all the numbers settled last night. Among black men, Trump has improved his support by nearly 20 points.
All right. Now, if you look at that screen right there, okay? Black men, you can't see it a little bit with my screen here. Let me pick up the video so you can see it a little bit here. Let me pick it up. Hold on, can I pick it up? I'm trying to see if I can pick that up right. Let me see. There we go. Okay. So if you look right here, black men in Texas voted this time for Trump at 34%. 34% for Trump. In 2020, they did 15%. So that's literally over double than what they did in black men in 2024. Black women only went up 1%. Now, Latino men in Texas, 53%. Latino women, 48%. Let you know how the votes went. So when they say, oh, black men only did 12% for Trump, yeah, you doing it overall, yeah, it's going to be low. But when you start breaking it down state by state and look at black men in, like, for instance, I think Pennsylvania, they did 26% for Trump. No, there's a lot of black men voted for Trump now. Let's not get that twisted. Let's not get that twisted at all. Now, and make sure you go report that to them, right? Go report that. There's also some more videos that we want to show y'all. And just want y'all to see what the mindset is now. Now everybody want to be inclusive no more. Now people want to start delineating. And we told them that we need to delineate to get things done. We can't be fighting everybody else's battles, everybody else's side quest, and all of that. You know, you boycotting Starbucks. Well, Starbucks didn't do us nothing. Now, when Starbucks do us something, we boycott. If McDonald's do us something, we boycott. But if they ain't done me nothing, I mean, I don't go to McDonald's. I don't fool with it. But if Starbucks did do black people nothing, I'm not tripping on them. I'm cool. If I want to go to Starbucks and get a coffee, I'll do it, right? But some black folks are boycotting Starbucks not because of what they did to black people, but because they were doing to other groups. And these other groups turn around and have no appreciation. And now black folks are starting to see it. And like I said, I'm loving everything that's coming out from this election. If this is what it's going to take for y'all to get on code with your community, by all means, I'm glad she lost and glad Trump won. Because, and you remember last time he was president, black folks was really starting to get on code because they felt that pressure on them. And I told y'all, I said, man, I don't like he's going to get out of office because black folks are really trying to get on code now because they're being forced to. But I'm going to play this series of videos, but I want to talk to black folks about, other groups, because other groups is not the problem. You're the problem, not them. But let's go on and cue up this video and check this out, because they are not happy.
See, that's where you're mistaken. I don't have a common cause with these people. My cause is now to preserve the lives of the most vulnerable people in my community. Black disabled people, Black queer people, Black children, Black women, Black femmes, and also Black men. That's my goal. That's my cause. And the problem is that none of y'all have ever cared about my community. In 2020, it was fashionable. It was trendy to pretend you gave up Black lives. It was all cool for you to put the little black squares on your Instagrams and put BLM in your bios. And it's still kind of, some of you have it in your bios, but it's never actually been a real cause. I knew from the get that BLM was going to be a flash in the pan movement that just ran out of steam and would no longer be stylish after a while, because when no real change happened and people started to fall off and stop talking about it by the time the weather turned cool, I knew that y'all weren't about. So we don't have a common cause anymore. I don't give a shit about any other cause except helping my community survive the fall of American democracy. That's all I care about.
All right. Well, now you heard that. And it took this election for her to say all she cared about is Black people. Prior to this election, she was fighting for Palestinians. She was fighting for the white women, the Latinos, the Asians. She was fighting for everybody, ladies and gentlemen, while we was in the wilderness crying out and screaming to them, hey, let's go on and join in our community. Stop fighting for everybody else. Nobody else care about us like that. And they shouldn't care about us like that. If we don't care about us like that, then you're not letting nobody else know to care about us. Notice that other groups are not doing more for us than they doing for themselves. That's why I say they're not the problem. You're the problem. And the reason why you're the problem is because let's go back to the legacy of slavery. Even though we have not been enslaved, none of us living today have never been a slave, but the slave DNA is still in us mentally. What do I mean by that? Slaves are meant to serve. Slaves are meant to make someone else's life better, whether money, defense of them, if it's pleasure, if it's whatever the case may be, you're there to make someone else's life better. You're there to fight. You will do everything for everybody else. Slaves never supposed to serve themselves, look out for their own interests, look out for their own gain, okay? And a lot of you still have a slave mentality. Some of y'all think the slave mentality is just, being a shield or something on the Democrat plantation. No, that's one form of it. No, you fighting for other groups and they don't even reciprocate. They never reciprocate, right? You're begging for them to join with you on things. That's a slave mentality. And that's what y'all have to understand. A lot of you still have a slave mentality. Well, let's go on and continue.
I bet not see not one Black woman a part of any feminist movement in this country, because this election just showed you that all the movement is about is protecting the privilege of white women and keeping you from any Black.
Okay, let's start there. Sisters, Black women. Let's go all the way back, okay? Think about your relationship with white women historically, all the way up to 2024. Has white women really joined with you to do anything? Seriously, I'm talking about as a collective, not as an individual friend or nothing like that. Let's go all the way back to slavery. Were white women joining with you then? Or were they having you on the plantation? They were buying you too. You can read the book, They Were Her Property. They were buying Black women. They put Black women in slavery. It wasn't just a white man, right? They had you doing all the work, all the cooking, all the cleaning. They even had you nursing their children. Okay? They didn't look out for you in slavery. Okay, let's go after slavery, right? Reconstruction. They never looked out for Black women. Some of them would lie on your husbands and get your husband's life taken off of lies, or they'll press up on your son and they do something consensual, then she'll lie and say that he violated her and get your son his life taken, right? Let's go to Jim Crow. Did she look out for you in Jim Crow? Did she look out for you in segregation? Did she look out for you when the Klan was bombing churches, when the Klan was terrorizing you? Has she looked out for you during the crack epidemic? Did she look out for you during mass incarceration? When has she ever really collectively joined with you for anything? So with that kind of history, sisters, is it them at this point or is it you? Once again, it's the slave mentality. You still have the slave DNA that you want to join with them and serve them to make their life better. Because they cry to you, and here you come trying to rescue them, but you won't go rescue another black woman or some other black people. You're long suffering with them, but you're not long suffering with a black person. You're ready to beat a black person up. You're ready to take a black person's life. You cut off black people. These people do something, the similar thing that your family could have done or some other black person, and you treat them like night and day. No different than on the doggone plantation. It's a slave mentality. They have shown you in 2016 they not voting with you. They've shown you in 2020. They've shown you in 2024. How much more they got to keep showing you? Y'all, get it through your thick skull. They're not going to trade in their privilege for you. They're not doing it. It don't matter what rights they take away from them. And they can go cry to you all day because you're a shoulder they can go cry on. But at the end of the day, for them, it's better to be with less rights and oppressed underneath their man than to be with you. It's better to be with less rights and oppressed in their mind with their man, okay, than for them to be put on the outs of their particular community. That's their toxic relationship in their community, right? Has nothing to do with us. But they're not going to give that toxic relationship up because they value the power and the privilege that comes from that. They always have. No matter what they complain about their man about, they would never give that up for the likes of you. It's called self-preservation. And the problem with a lot of black folks is you don't understand self-preservation. That's your problem. Other groups understand it, but once again, the slave mentality, somebody else is in charge of your self-preservation. Hence to why you always want to join with other people to help you and ally with you, because you really don't trust yourself and trust your own community for self-preservation. You understand? That's just really what it is. But let's go it on and continue.
Folks, take y'all back to Starbucks. Go get your mocha frappuccinos. Cause I'm about to go give me a whole 24 case. I sure am. I just saw a video of a Palestinian woman saying, vote for Jill Stein or Donald Trump, or whatever you do, don't vote for Kamala Harris because you will not be accepted into my community. Fine. We're going to go ahead and give money to that community. Fine. I am on my petty era. I am in the most pettiest place that I could be as a Sagittarius. And for me, when I get to this point as Sagittarius, baby, I'm burning everybody, okay? Myself included. The bridge, the house, the people, the animals, and the trees. Everybody can get it. Black folks, go get your frappuccinos. Go back to McDonald's. Stop protesting everybody that we was protesting, because we already know what they did. They did us because they were already and didn't know that us them even more, because we ain't for y'all no more. Suffer. I actually feel good about that. I'm going to get Starbucks.
Okay. Well, nobody told you to stay away from Starbucks, sister. You suffered from getting some Starbucks coffee for Palestinians that have shown many, many times that they have anti-black racism. You understand? We're talking about reparations over here, and here they come trying to bum rush our reparations conversations. You know how disrespectful that was and how many times they did that? It's so disrespectful. Screaming about their issue. Take your issue to Biden over there. Take it to him. Don't come talk. We didn't do nothing. Black Americans had nothing to do with that, right? Everybody think they can just come in our midst and we're going to just, oh, you know what? Let's go defend them because they think we some doggone slaves. And we have shown other groups that we are slaves. We can actually get somewhere if we worry about ourselves. Listen, I told y'all this year, it's our time now. We have done enough for everybody. And what has everybody done? They have given us the proverbial finger. They have given their butt to kiss. And that's fine. No problem, right? I'm cool with that. And even when people are making these videos saying, yeah, I'm cool with y'all, I'm only gonna worry about black people now. Well, that's not right. They always gonna tell you what's not right. Listen, it wasn't right what you did to us, but that's cool. Don't worry about it. Fight for yourself. That's it. Like I said, I ain't fighting for nobody but my community. That's it. I don't have the energy to do anything outside of fighting for the community. I just don't have the energy. I don't have the time. We have a whole platform here, African Diaspora News Channel. I'm only going to talk about what's happening within the diaspora, whatever that may be. Black America, the African continent, the Caribbean, black folks in Latin America, it's black folks in Asia. I'll talk about that. But I don't have time to talk about no other group unless they are doing something with us or in relation to us. But outside of that, I don't have that kind of time. My whole platform is built off of that. Well, why don't you talk about this? You go take that somewhere else that they dedicate their time to that. We ain't doing that here. So if you want to go to Starbucks, you go if you choose to. If Starbucks do something to black folks, then we had that discussion. You understand? If you want to go to McDonald's, you go. And then why you shouldn't go over there. They're siding with Israel. Look, they ain't got nothing to do with us. Nothing. If they do something to Black America, we'll talk about it. Until then, why do you think I never really got into that subject matter here on this platform? Why do you think I never talked about it? Because once again, what they got to do with us? Nothing. So it's just that simple. They got their own platforms. Go talk on your platform. Let's continue.
I know y'all upset. I know y'all frustrated. I get it. But what we not gonna do, we not gonna blame these black men for why she didn't win. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna point the finger at the black men because I know better. See, what happened was a lot of y'all thought y'all had allies in this thing. But what y'all don't understand is when election year comes around, they tell us one thing, but then they show us at them polls, because one thing they gonna do, baby, they're gonna stick together. And when they said we the people, understand this, we're not the people they was talking about. Those founding fathers don't look anything like us. It just don't. I'm not surprised by anything that happens when it comes to the government and when it comes to politics, because I am a black woman. I've always been a black woman in America, and I know exactly what this system is designed for. It is not designed for me to succeed in this country. Period. I'm sorry. So if you want to make a change, you got to vote on a smaller scale. Make those changes in your community, because on a larger scale, it's not meant for us. It's just not. And I'm not finna sit up here and blame the black man for why she did not win. I commend her for making history and all the things. But at the end of the day, this is America.
All right. So she's talking about once again, about the voting and the folks and all of that. And we saw the exit polls, right? I'm just glad that a lot of black people are starting to wake up, especially some of our sisters, because really the sisters is really the last frontier for the Democrat Party. If the sisters break on them and break in mass and say, yeah, we just not fooling with none of y'all right now, because in this party, y'all want us to prioritize all these other groups. But what about black women? You know, all these migrant women is laid up for free in hotels, right? But black women are struggling in America. Migrant women can get jobs. Don't have to worry about certain things, but black women still looking for jobs. Black women are homeless. You understand? While you run around here with Miss Ski Wee during the campaign, she wasn't worried about black women like that. And then when she do bring black women out, she don't bring out intelligent black women. She bring out black women that booty shake for a living. There's plenty of intelligent black women that could have came out and spoke at the rallies. They could have got black women that is actually in politics to speak at the rallies. Somebody you could take seriously. They didn't do that. I was just reading today, this lady had $1 billion to work with. $1 billion. And they say by the time October the 16th, she only had $118 million in the bank. I'm like, where in the world all that money went? My Lord. They say Trump didn't even have that much money, and yet he won the election, right? So you have to understand, we have to prioritize ourselves. Black men, black women, black children, black community. We have to do that. Listen, it don't matter what somebody got going on. At the end of the day, we have to, it's self-preservation. Self-preservation, self-preservation. Look out for each other. That's what we need to do. Just like other groups. Other groups not worrying about black people. When other groups go to vote, they're not thinking about me and you. No. They're thinking about themselves. And I'm glad a lot of black people thought about themselves also in this election. A lot of black people are hurting financially. And the economy is what makes sense. And a lot of black people said, hey, we're going to go vote for the economy because we need money, because when black people are starving, none of these other groups are going to care. White women not going to care. Hispanics not going to care. Asians not going to care. No other group going to care. They only care about them. And that's what they're supposed to do. Just like we're supposed to be caring about ourselves. So if anything, this has been a beautiful thing that's happened to a lot of them. But let's go ahead and continue. We ain't done.
My voice is gone. But I am still going to make this TikTok. Because I mean this. I hope ICE get all y'all. I hope they pick up your children, your grandma, your uncle. I hope they get all of them. I hope y'all get separated. And I don't want to hear about no woman dying. I don't care. I do not care. If it is not about black women, miss me. I don't give a f. I'm worrying about what I want, what I need, and what other fellow black women need. That's it. That's it. Don't come to me. I don't care no more. Palestine, I don't care no more. I don't care. Any of that, have fun. But do it quietly. Do that silently. I don't want to hear it. Suffer in silence. Over there. Over there.
Okay. All right. So as you heard that sister, she said that don't come to her no more. She said she don't want to hear nothing about no Palestine. She don't want to see no crying about the mass deportation. And your boy Trump, he said on day one he started mass deportation. He getting it ready to go. He working on it. Trump been little too. You know, Trump not only mouthy. Trump been real quiet since he been elected. Usually, when people like Trump is that quiet, oh, he plotting. He plotting. He probably plotting revenge, plotting his mass deportation. And when they start snatching, they gonna put them CNN gonna put them children on TV crying and they took my mama, they took my daddy, and all this stuff like that. They gonna CNN and MSNBC, they gonna put them on TV, and they say, oh look, Trump is so evil, look what he done. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. No, because you should have came over here the right way, and they wouldn't have did that. Trust me. You go to any country in the world, if you go into their country and you do things the wrong way, they going to remove you once they catch up with you. You're breaking the law. You can go to an African country right now as a black American, and if you go in there the wrong way, they'll get your black behind out of there too. You can't just go to somebody's country and violate the law. Now, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden allowed you to do it, but Trump not going to let you do it. He wants to round you up and get you on out of here. And once again, it's not our problem. We're not immigrants. We're not illegal. Let me say we're not illegal immigrants. We're not none of that. We built this country. That's not our problem. If anything, when Trump started doing that, I seen some people say they want to apply for ICE. You say they cut off the food stamps for them in New York City. They should have been did that. Well, you know, Eric Adams was tired of them already. And, Biden was trying to enact some lawfare on him. So, I kind of hope that Trump get in there and drop them charges on Eric Adams. So Eric Adams was actually just speaking against it. And, you remember on the campaign trail, he said that when Eric Adams started speaking against the migrant crisis, he'd be indicted in a year. You remember Trump said that? He said, yep, and I was right. He got indicted. So hopefully Trump get him out of it. I hope he do. Eric Adams should be going to no jail because he spoke out what was right. I mean, come on, it was ridiculous. That man is the mayor of New York City. He's not the mayor for everybody that came in from the third world. He's not their mayor. New York, trust me, New York City alone has enough issues and problems that they need to deal with. Trust me on that. They do not need to have everybody dumped on them in New York City. New York City has gotten hella expensive. I don't see how you dump migrants in New York City. I mean, even New Yorkers are leaving because it's too expensive. And you remember when Eric Adams kept trying to ask them for money, say, hey, Biden, we need some money, man. We spend all our money. We shut down city services because of them with the migrants. So, hey, man, this your stuff. Come on, I need some federal dollars. And they were mad that Eric Adams was calling them out. It's just that simple. And I think Brandon Johnson didn't call him out because he was worried that he was going to get indicted. That's why Brandon Johnson, in my opinion, went along with the program. Because you could look at Brandon Johnson a couple of times. I would look at him, and he seemed like he got this face like I'm between a rock and a hard place. I want to say something, but if I do, he be having that look a lot of times. And did y'all know another black mayor got indicted? The black mayor in Jackson, Mississippi, he just got indicted. Talking about some bribery charges or something to that effect. The black mayor of Jackson, Mississippi. And I'm like, what's up with all this indicting black people stuff? Ever since that Biden and Harris been in there, they've been indicting these black people left and right. But when Trump was in office, I didn't see him indict a bunch of black mayors. But now if there was Trump that did it, oh, this racism, look, Trump's racism. But when Biden gets in there, all these black mayors are getting indicted. They in investigation for this, investigation for that. But y'all want to say the Democrats, they not the racist ones. Yeah, Puffy, cause listen, Puffy been doing things he had no business. We all know that. And some of the things that Puffy was doing was consensual. Maybe some of it wasn't. We don't fully know. He hasn't had his day in court. The law, innocent to proven guilty. They say they got tapes out there. We don't know. Some people say some of the tapes, some of the stuff look consensual. I don't know. I'm not in the case. I don't have the evidence. But, it's interesting. They went after Puffy in this administration. Was it this administration? Oh, when they went after R. Kelly? Was it the beginning of this administration? I'm trying to remember. When R. Kelly got in trouble? Was it at the end of Trump administration, or was it the beginning of Biden? Yeah, you say not yet. They haven't indicted her yet. But let's see if they're going to indict her at all. Super Mayor.
Hi, hello. I'm pissed. Yeah. And so I have made a list of things I will no longer be doing as a black woman. Yeah. I'm going to read y'all the list. So starting with number 1, okay, I will no longer be showing up at protests or organizing that has nothing to do with me. Yep, not doing it. Because for some reason, black women have been at the vanguards for every single social movement in history. But when we need help, when it's time for us to get the support, y'all give us your to kiss. I'm giving mine back. Not going anymore. 2, I'll no longer be advocating for individuals. And when I say that, I really mean in the workplace and in social settings. Because one thing about me, I have a big mouth. I always got something to say and I'm going to say it. Yeah. And I find that when I'm at work or social settings, people, non-black people, they always look at me to say the thing that everybody else wants them to say. Yeah, I have advocated for policies. I have advocated for people to get paid more, for other individuals to get paid more on their behalf. I'm not doing that no more. Because you know what? Nobody ever speaks up for us. We're always the ones that are expected to say something. Nope. Done. 3, I'm going to do what is required for me to get by, but I'm not doing anything about that, right? If you're a black woman, then you know we are overachievers. And the thing is, people benefit from us being overachievers, because when we are overachieving at work, overachieving in whatever it is that we are doing, somebody else is benefiting off of that extra work because we want to be putting in 110%, 120%, 150%. I'm done being an overachiever. I will be doing the bare minimum to get by. If it's not in my job description, if it's not on my list of things to do, I'm not doing it. I'm done. Another one. I've been telling myself that I'm going to stop doing this for a while, but I'm actually going to stop doing it. I'm not moving on the sidewalk for people anymore. And this might sound random to some of y'all, but when people are walking towards me and we're on the sidewalk, I usually take the time to move because I'm a polite person and I was raised with manners. And so I usually move. But I read this fact that white men are the least likely to move when someone is heading in their direction. And that pissed me off. So I will not be moving anymore. I will be playing bumper carts on this fucking sidewalk. Yeah. Next, I'm gonna stop putting sorry at the beginning of all of my sentences. Sorry, I have a boyfriend. Sorry, I can't take that shift, I'm busy. Sorry, I can't send you the money. So I'm not saying sorry anymore. No is a complete sentence. No, not doing it. Thank you. Next, educating people for free. One thing about me, like I said, I have a big mouth, and so I be going back and forth with people. And in the midst of that, I be educating them. I be dropping the sources, you feel me? I be giving the links. I be going back and forth with them and correcting people. But I'm not doing that. I didn't go to school for 4, 5, 6 years and get my degrees just to be going back and forth with imbeciles and educating them. Google is free. They can go and read a book. Yeah. And finally, stop caring. And you know what? That's going to be something that's really hard for me to do because I am a community-oriented girl and I care a whole lot. But the world don't care about us. So, care less. Love you, bookies.
All right. So you heard what that sister said. She has a list of things that she's not doing. She even took a step up, say, at work. And that's true. They always want us to speak up for them at work. They scared to say something. The boss could be overworking them, doing them wrong. And they be looking at you like with puppy eyes, like, can you say something? And then we got to be standing up to a boss for something that it hadn't even nothing to do with us. Right? Or like she said that she advocating for people to get a raise and it had nothing to do with her paycheck. Right? How many times have black women did that on the job, or black men have said something on the job for other groups of people, and you didn't even probably even speak up for a brother or sister like that, but you speaking up for these other groups of people, and then these other group of people, they don't even reciprocate on anything on how they treat us. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I looked into the situation with R. Kelly. So he was indicted in Chicago in 2019 by the state. And then after that, following July of that same year, after that documentary came out, then he was indicted by the feds. The case, he went to trial, and in 2022, he got sentenced to that, 30-year term, something like that. So, yeah, they continued the case in Biden or whatever. And then you know the cycle after that. But these other groups, like I say, they don't look out for us, but that's okay, though. But this is good. This is good. This is not bad, ladies and gentlemen. Other groups aren't looking out for us. They're looking out for themselves. Okay, now you get it. So stop looking at white women. Stop looking at Latinos. Stop looking at Asians, and let's look at within. I told y'all, if we can solve our own problems within, we'll get so far ahead. So when we talk about the delineation movement, that means delineating from everybody. Because, see, I want to kind of put delineation about, people that come in from the diaspora and all of that sort of thing. No. Delineation means delineation from everybody. Everybody. The folks, Asians, everybody. You delineate and you focus on your group and your group alone, like other groups do. If there's a problem, we go advocate for our issues, our problems, reparations, whatever the case may be, because these other groups are against reparations. Why? Because they feel that if they can't get it, then they don't want you to have it. Well, when they go advocate for things for their groups, we need to be just like them. We need to speak against that. Everything that they want, we need to speak against it because we can't get it. We need to act just like these other groups politically. If they're not going to support us, then we're going to act just like them. Oh, y'all want to sue us when we try to do something for our people? Okay, we need to sue y'all when y'all do for y'all's. That Edward Bloom stuff. The Fearless Fund had nothing to do with him, but he want to sue? Well, black folks need to start doing some suing. We got all these lawyers running around here on X and TikTok, talking about how they corporate lawyers and they do law and all that. Okay, well, where y'all at? brother, sister, where y'all at to come out here and start being like Edward Bloom out here and suing these folks for having programs that's race-based? Where the lawsuits at? We need to look out for ourselves. Nobody going to look out for us. And these organizations like the NAACP, listen, no. The Urban League, no. That's Democrat Shield organizations. That's the Boulay. That's all of that. Let me see. Raven Allen says they messed around and found out. Yes. OG says Clinton couldn't beat Trump. Kamala was a joke. Good job and message. Well, Kamala, I didn't realize she raised that much money with $1 billion, with all that star power, and she still could not beat Trump, who had less money. But the difference with Trump, I will say this. Trump is very good at dominating the news cycle. He's good. Trump is also a skillful troll because he was trolling her so hard on a lot of things. Trust me, the ultimate troll, when he went work at McDonald's for a day, that was trolling her off of saying she worked at McDonald's. He literally went work at McDonald's. Like what presidential candidate would do that stuff? Okay, Biden say his followers are garbage. This dude gets put on the apron. I mean, not the apron, but the safety vest. Go get a garbage truck, and he do a whole speech in the vest for the garbage truck, and everything. I'm like, who does that, right? So all the money that she had, and he still was dominating the news cycles. Charlemagne, he took what Charlemagne said and used it. Charlemagne wanted to send a cease and desist. I'm like, I know Trump didn't even care about that because, man, this race about to be over. I ain't worried about that cease and desist. And then Charlemagne was mad that he used his exact words that he said against her in a campaign ad. Like, why are you mad, Charlemagne? And also, y'all, what I'm loving about this election is that it's showing that all these so-called voices, from Charlemagne to Ricky Smiley, D.L. Hughley, Steve Harvey, Boulay Martin, you name them, Uncle Luke, they have no relevancy. Plies, they have no relevancy. They did not move the needle for Vice President Kamala Harris. And I know all of them got a bag to do it. We know that. But they did not move the needle. That's why I tell the Democrats, you need to fire all of them and start from scratch. Get away from that left-wing progressive crap, come to the middle, and then you start looking at how you're going to rebuild that party in the middle. And understand that this is a new breed of people. And this breed of people, they're looking to make some money. They're not looking to virtue signal. They're not even looking at identity politics at this point. They're looking at money. Because you can do all that talk about racism, and then once you're done talking about racism, black people go home broke. Listen, I'd rather deal with racism with some money to fight it than deal with some racism and broke. Because at least with money, I can fight you in the court. I can fight you physically. I can fight you all kind of ways with some money. But broke, that makes it very, very hard for me to fight back when I ain't got no money. And the Democrats is not going to end racism. Neither have they even tried. So yeah, we need that bag. We got to have that. Black men and women got to have their money because we already set behind with the wealth gap. We don't have our reparations, so we got to have our money. So Black America, be about your bag. Any politician coming up to you, can you vote for me? What you gonna do about money? I need some money. The economy. What you gonna do? How you gonna put some money in my back pocket? How you gonna save money on my taxes? Or what kind of discounts you gonna get, grants or whatever you gonna put in for this child care? I need to find out what's going on with all that stuff so I'm saving money. You feel me? Well, we gotta stick together as women. Man, forget that women stuff. What you gonna do about my bank account? All that women rah don't pay these bills. And see, they don't want black people on that. Because once we focus like that and say we about our paper, we gonna listen, whatever we focus on as black people, what I've learned about black people, whatever we focus on, we get. I've learned that about black people. If we have a collective focus on anything, It happens. So the new mantra now, we got to be about our paper. Any politician, we got to be about the bag. We voting for politicians that's going to help us put money in our back pocket. We can take our own money and go do whatever we want to do with it. You know, we want to go to school. We want to build a business. We want to build schools. We want to build clinics, hospitals. You know, we want to build mechanic shops. But we need money to do all that. Because the Democrats are not going to do nothing for us. We got to do it for ourselves. So how we do it for ourselves is that which one of y'all is going to put some money in our back pocket so we can go on and do for ourselves. Nobody going to do for us like us. Well, you know, we got to do for other people too. I don't care what you're doing for other people. All I care about is what you're doing for black people. And that's what you got to tell those politicians. Because when they go to the Asians and they tell them about black people, they're going to like, I don't know about black people. That's them. I don't know what they're doing. We talking about Asians. And that's the way to go. I'm not mad at Asians saying that. I'm not mad at white people saying that, Hispanics saying that. That's right. They're saying the right thing. Nobody going to care about their group like them. So like nobody going to care about our group but us. So if somebody say it all can't be about money, really? Well, quit your job tomorrow and just see how long you're going to last without it. If it's not about money, right? There's more to things in life than money. You're right. But I got to keep money coming in so I can have a roof over my head, lights on, water, gas, so you can pick my trash up, so I can pay my car note, insurance, my car insurance, health insurance, my kids, you know, I got to feed them. I got to provide school clothes and all that school supplies. I got to pay fees at school that they come up. My child and extracurricular activities, that take money. Like all that stuff y'all talking about, if you're not helping me make some money, then what are we talking about? And that's how we got to be as black people. Because one thing about black folks, you like spending. Okay, so since you like spending, then you need to be about prioritizing making your bag. Take some classes, man, learn something online and increase your money. Read different things that you can to help you save some money or whatever. But don't let nobody try to give you nothing. They want to give me your vote and I'm going to give you something that's non-tangible. No, we need tangibles. We need tangibles no matter what it is. I ain't voting for you unless I can see a tangible good or service coming from you. Forget that. All that empty promises voting and, you know, vote for me because I'm black. I don't care about you black. I'm black. What that got to do with putting some money in my pocket? I don't care what race you are. All I care about for my family and also my community, because I want my community to be good, what are you going to do to put some money in the collective pocket of black people? I don't care about your color. I don't care about your gender. I don't care about your what you do in your bedroom. That's not my business. Your genitals, your business. Nothing to do with me. What you going to do about putting some money in the black community's pocket? What are you going to do about this gentrification that you're bringing in my community? Because why should I vote for you as a black person and then you on the agenda would bring gentrification to the black area? Because what they'll do, they'll bring you in and then gentrify black people out of their neighborhoods, right? Because some silly black person say, "Ooh, I'm going to vote for you just because you're black." That's the dumbest thing ever. Just because you're black? No. You could be voting for Satan himself, literally. Well, just because he's black, right? It's okay. No. There's so many black politicians out there that black folks voted for, and they've been the devil, literally. And if a white person did the same thing they did, y'all be protesting and raising hell. But just because they black, y'all like, I know it's bad, but no. You got to treat these black politicians, I think, worse than you would treat a white politician that do the same thing. Because it's like, hold on, you know better. You know better. And this is what you go do? You get to city council and you approve some gentrification? Oh, no. We got to look into the issues. But that I'm black and like you and he looks like me. She looks like me. So what? I look in the mirror myself. I look like me. That's all you need to see in the mirror is what look like you is your reflection. Well, what you get out of that? Because somebody so-called look like you. Go ask Africans right now about people that look like them and what happened to some of their politicians to the people. Stealing money. You know what I'm saying? gelling them, doing them wrong, some of them politicians, but they look like them though. Yeah, we got to get out of that. Look out for ourselves, and part of the code is having strict enforcement on other black people that's going to be bringing collective harm, especially these black politicians. These black politicians should be walking around scared that, man, I'm not going to do my people wrong. Oh, no, because I know I'm out of here. They will collectively come out and vote and get us out because, like Julius Malema said, shout out to him, he said that if you're not registered to vote, what's the point of you being in the EFF? And I'm with Julius. If you're in Black America and you're not registered to vote, what's the point of being in Black America? Because we may need you to mobilize to go get one of them out, one of them black politicians out. How can you get them out if you're not registered to vote? There's a time to sit on the couch, and there's a time to get you behind up and go vote. There's a time for everything. And if we have a black politician that's giving the folks everything, but making the black community, giving them nothing, the folks getting all this nice stuff in their area, but black people getting a bunch of migrants, create businesses in our community where we can't create businesses in our community. Oh no, you got to go, partner, because you nothing but a shucking and jiving Sambo. You gonna make sure the folks are good, but the black community not? Oh no. You say black politicians forget where they come from? Well, some of them had disdain for black people before they even got there. Because if you have love for people, you have love for your community, you don't forget where you come from. No matter where you at, say, man, that's my people, man. I can't do my people wrong. You just can't do it. So some of these people have disdain before they even get there. But I'm glad that black people are learning. Black people are starting to wake up. You know, those of you who's trying to come into the delineation movement, I guess better late than never, right? Stick to that. Don't let the Democrats do a remix and make y'all want to jump back on the plantation with them. The Democrats, not just those other groups, it's the Democrats. Don't care about us. That's why you need to come to the political middle. Stay in the political middle. We don't join Democrats. We don't join Republicans. We only vote our interests. We have no party affiliation. None. Black people should be independent voters, period. And the independent voter is the ultimate swing voter. Stop with the Democrat Party. And for the slow people in the back, I'm not telling you to go run to be Republicans either. Even though we can agree that some Republican ideals work out very good in the area, because a lot of black people are very conservative. Most black folks, it's not for trans, in the women's bathrooms and the sports, and most black people are not on that. We have to stay independent, and that's how we're going to really stay in control with our vote, and our vote could really mean something being in the middle. Like you saw how this election cycle, the Republicans, like Trump was fighting for the black vote, Kamala was fighting for the black vote. That's how you want it. You want them fighting for the black vote. Because before they never would fight for the black vote. Why? Because you was a shoe-in for the Democrats. You don't want that because the Democrats treat you any kind of way. You understand? So that's that. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us tonight on the stream. We greatly appreciate it. Make sure you click the subscribe button. Make sure you click the like button. And shout out to all the people that's in here tonight. We greatly appreciate you being here. It's your first time joining us. Make sure you come back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We will be here with you once again on our live stream. Make sure you go to the Phillip Scott podcast tonight at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be having a podcast, talking about some more subject matter here with the election fallout. Make sure you download the African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and Apple App Store. Once you do that, hit Create Account and you choose monthly, quarterly, and yearly. That way you support the show by doing that. We greatly appreciate everybody has done that. And those who will continue to support and those in the future who will support. Like I said, we're trying to get 10,000 members on our app. But thank